Welcome to AGU Management College of America. This is your official MBA podcast, where we unpack global insights for future leaders like you. Today's topic is Global Business Environment, a foundational piece for anyone looking to thrive in international business, whether you're launching a startup, leading a regional team, or eyeing expansion into new markets. Let me ask you this. Why does a smartphone designed in California, assembled in China, shipped to Europe, and sold in Brazil feel like a normal part of life today? How did we reach a point where supply chains crisscross continents and consumers in Kenya can order fashion from Seoul, pay in Bitcoin, and receive it within a week? This is globalization, not just as a concept, but as the daily operating system of modern business. But what exactly is a global business environment? It's the combination of economic systems, trade policies, cultural forces, and institutional structures that shape how companies operate across borders. And understanding it isn't optional anymore, it's survival. Let's break it down into 3 layers. Layer 1, macroeconomic forces. The global economy isn't just a backdrop. It's a moving puzzle of GDP growth rates, inflation, unemployment, interest rates, and currency exchange. Each of these factors influences business decisions in powerful ways. For instance, a high interest rate in the US might attract global investors, strengthening the dollar, but hurting exporters. A developing economy with rising GDP might signal a golden opportunity, but what if inflation is out of control? And then we have shocks, pandemics, financial crises, oil price collapses, all of which ripple across borders. Understanding these macro signals helps leaders prepare, pivot, and perform. Layer 2, trade policies and global institutions. You've probably heard of WTO, NAFTA, ASEAN, or the European Union. These aren't just acronyms, they're architects of access. A free trade agreement might remove tariffs and open markets. But what if your home country imposes quotas? What if a trade war breaks out between major economies, disrupting your supply chain? Institutions like the IMF and World Bank don't just lend money, they influence entire economies. Companies must understand how global rules shape competitive advantage. Layer 3, cultural intelligence. Here's a big one, often overlooked. A global mindset isn't just about economics. It's about people, their values, beliefs, communication styles, and behaviors. Geert Hofstede's cultural dimensions give us a framework. How do different societies view authority? Is decision-making centralized or democratic? Are people driven by achievement or stability? Imagine negotiating with a Japanese client who values silence and consensus versus an American client who's direct and individualistic. Now imagine mixing those 2 cultures in a single team. This is where true global leadership is tested. And here's the twist. There's no one-size-fits-all strategy. Successful global companies don't just expand, they adapt. Starbucks in China didn't just sell coffee. They embraced tea culture, changed store layouts, and created products for local tastes. Toyota didn't just export Japanese cars. They built US factories, hired American workers, and adjusted leadership styles. So what should you take away from this? Whether you're managing a cross-border team or launching a product overseas, your ability to understand economics, policy, and culture will shape your success. This course is not just about learning, it's about changing how you think. You'll come away from this lesson with tools to read global signals, recognize cultural blind spots, and make decisions with both local nuance and global vision. And that's what today's business world demands. Thanks for tuning in to the AGU MBA podcast. If you found value in this, be sure to check out our next episode, where we unpack global supply chains and sustainability. Until then, keep thinking big, stay globally aware, and lead with purpose. This is AGU. See you next time.